I think I have close to probably 100 people, just friends and family, and then people that watch me race and been to all my races, and probably I would say 50–60% of the stadium knows who I am, and has watched me at one time race. So it's pretty cool to come here to Toronto and get to race and show everyone what I've been doing. I mean, there's a lot of people that just look at me as just the only Canadian that does it. I think there's one other Canadian doing it this year, but for me, it's an honor to be able to come up here and race and be the only Canadian, and then to be a part of a series that's so great. I mean, the Monster Energy Supercross is huge, and just to race it and be competitive and be one of the guys, trying to fight for a top 5 every weekend is pretty awesome. Well, being from Canada, we actually had to buy a house in Florida, and we lived there for most of the winter, and then we'd travel kind of throughout the summer from Canada to the US, and then hit the nationals and stuff like that. Toughest part was actually just the long trips and stuff like that. I mean, everyone deals with an amateur driving and stuff, and then I mean, you're there for a week, and it's a long week to put in. So as an amateur, it was tough, and I don't think I was the greatest amateur, and I feel like I can definitely prove myself a little bit more in the pros and be one of the more standout guys. Yeah, being in California or being a Canadian my whole life, and then going to California, it's not even the same. Where I live, it's I mean, people know about motocross, but it's you go out to California. I mean, it's the capital of motocross, and it's everywhere you go. There's bikes and people racing and stuff like that. So being in Canada, it's smaller. We only get 5 months of the year where we can ride, so it's hard to get the same amount of people to do one sport. And in California, you do it year round and have the tracks and people to do it with. It's way more mellow. You go to the tracks in Canada, and I mean, it's a relaxed setting. I got to race the US Nationals and go straight from that to the Canadian Nationals last year, and I mean, completely different atmosphere. Everyone's kind of laid back. There is no time schedule really. It's kind of just go with the flow of things for that day. So US, it's high, it's intense. Being over here, everyone expects you to get good lap times in practice and then go out and race good, and I mean, expectations are high over here. And then going back to Canada, being a Canadian and stuff like that, I felt more comfortable, and then it's obviously a lighter setting for sure. Everyone's just kind of happy to be there and racing. Not having to do my own deal anymore. Just having the Rockstar KTM team back me so much and give me advice on and off the track, and then obviously just having the bike and everything that comes with it, it's huge. I wouldn't be getting these results, even though I've been struggling. I think I'm capable of a lot more than what I've shown this year, and I'm looking forward to finally getting that result that the team knows I can get, and myself. I mean, I've never put myself, as the top guy, and I think that's my biggest problem right now. I look at the guys around me, and I feel like sometimes I don't give myself the credit I deserve. I need to go out there and be like, I'm gonna battle with this guy, and I'm gonna throw it in, and I need to race with these guys week in and week out. And I think you'll see, this year I've progressed more and get more aggressive and showing that I can, get in there and do some battle. But I haven't really gotten a start in the main events. The first 5 rounds and 5 bad starts. I mean, it's kind of partly me doing the start. So I think if I can get a good start this weekend, the result will be there. I know myself, I can put in 15 laps. It's just being out front and running with those guys right from the start. Actually, I stayed back after Detroit. I felt like I got to a point where I was riding so much in the week and putting so much pressure on myself. I just had a relaxing week at home, and being only 3 hours from here, it felt really comfortable. And coming this weekend, I just put a lot of focus on being relaxed and happy and excited to go out there and just ride. I have plans to come up, race in Canada again, and then hopefully do some damage up here, try to get in with the mix with the top guys up here, and battle for hopefully a championship, and fight it out for the 450 class with I know Brett Metcalf's coming up this year, Chisholm, Izzy, and Canary, and those guys. It's gonna be tough, but I think it'll be good racing.